Hey guys, I'm Willow's mom, and today we're going to be answering your questions about why Willo howls, and we're going to give you a little bit of background information on the little AWOO girl over here. Alright, so a little background information. Willo started howling when she was about 4 months old. It was breakfast, and I was laying on the couch while she sat there eating, and all of a sudden I hear her AWOO. And I looked at her and I was like, oh my God, what's wrong? So I got up and walked over to her and was like, are you choking? I didn't know what was going on. And then I walked away and she did it again. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. And I laughed and I just thought it was a funny quirk that she had. And then the next day, I believe, she did it again, and it was at that point that I decided to start filming her every day. And I posted it on Instagram as a story and just was like, oh my God, look how cute this is. I don't know what she's doing, but does anybody else's dog do this? Because I've never heard of this before. And people were just responding like, oh my God, that is so adorable. That's so cute. I love it. So I started filming all of her AWOOs, and the first thing I posted was I filmed for about a month and then posted a compilation video of all her AWOOs, and it got maybe 1,000 likes, and I was like, this deserves way more likes than that. But yeah, people were commenting, but it was just my follower base. It wasn't anyone, it wasn't drawing any special attention or anything. And then one weekend, I believe I was in Vegas, and my younger sister was dog sitting Willow, and my younger sister obviously had to video her while she was eating as well. And that's when Willow did the cute double AWOO. And my sister messaged it to our family message group, and we were all freaking out. So I posted that as a single post on Instagram, and I tagged a bunch of big accounts on it. And Pupflix, I believe, picked it up and posted it themselves and tagged us, and that's when everybody started, that's when everybody found out about Willow and her AWOOs. And that's when I decided to start a hashtag series. I asked followers what we should call it. I liked AWOO Friday, and I started posting them every Friday, and that's how that started. When we started getting a bunch of followers and everybody was loving the video, my dad kept telling me, you should text the breeder, you should tell her that her dog's getting a bunch of attention on the internet, and you should tell her what Willow does. So I texted Willow's breeder the video, and she replied and said, oh my God, just like her daddy used to do when he was a puppy. And at that point, oh my God, I was so excited. I don't know why they do it, but her dad used to do it as a puppy, and so it's a genetic thing, and I think that's so precious. I do know 2 of her Littermates out of about 5 of them. But of the 2 that I do know, they also howl while eating. It's not as loud or obnoxious as Willow. I think Willow's really dramatic, so that's why hers are really funny. But her sister does it. Her brother does it when he's really hungry. Now we're gonna go through and answer some questions that we got on Twitter and Instagram. Reaction to the first AWOO. I freaked out. I thought that there's something wrong with her. I immediately thought she was choking. And then after that, I just thought, this must be a Corgi thing. So I posted it out on Instagram and was like, who else's Corgi does this? Why do they do this? Turns out Willow's just very unique, and that's why she does it. Another question we got a lot of is, does she howl any other time besides when she eats? No. I cannot get her to howl. I play all of the videos that are supposed to make your dog howl. I try to, teach her and incentivize her with treats to get her to be able to do it on command, and she will not howl. No matter what noise you play, she only does it when she's eating. Some people asked if this was like a pain thing, and I just want to let you know that it's purely a genetic thing. It may be warding people off and her saying that this is her food, don't come get it. Or it might be the opposite of her saying, oh my God, there's this really good food over here, come get it. Or it might just be pure happiness, I don't know. Someone asked about the food that she howls, that makes her howl. It's usually kibble. It started when she was a puppy, she was fed only kibble. And so that's when it started, and she did it regularly, like every single time she ate for a couple of months. And then I switched her from kibble to human grade turkey meal, and she stopped doing it. And so I started worrying, and what are you doing? And then I switched her back to kibble to see if she'd do it again, and sure enough, she did it again. So I do feed her different types of food. I'll give her freeze-dried raw and then kibble, but whenever, let's say we're on vacation or something and she only gets kibble, she'll typically do it when she's just eating kibble. She has also done it when eating grilled chicken on top of kibble, and she has done it once eating a bully stick. When she finished her bully stick, she did it. Oh, we have a visitor. A lot of people asked about the longest AWOO. I will try to look and see if there's a specific long one. I know one time she did it 3 times during a meal, and I am horrible and I did not film it, but I will see if there's an extra long one out there, and I'll show it to you guys. I teach Willow how to howl? No, I can't get her to do it. I cannot teach her to do it. I can't. It's just a natural thing that she does. And I try to reward her after she does it, but it's just become so few and far between that it's not easy to try to teach her to do it with treats now, because she doesn't do it as much. What's her maximum AWOOs while eating? I believe she did it 3 times. And I have no video evidence of that, but I'm sticking to it. She did it 3 times one time. Will she grow out of it? Has she grown out of it? Actually, we went with family after Christmas up north, and I only brought kibble for her, and she actually AWOOed while eating 2 different times during breakfast. And no, I did not record it because I suck. How do I react to Willow's AWOOing? Well, now I get super happy because she never does it. But typically she does it when I'm not recording her, and I get mad. I'm like, damn it, Willow. And I think that she knows when there's a camera watching her, and she specifically does not do it, or it distracts her or something. So it's getting really hard to film it these days. She also oftentimes will do it, or will finish eating and then run around to me and then howl. So it's not while she's at her bowl. So that's also not as on brand for Willow. Oh! I knew you should. Do I die of cute when she does it? Yes. I die of cuteness all the time with her. She's so cute, and it's hard to get mad at her because she's so cute. People asked about the second, more soft AWOO. That's how she started AWOOing when she first started. The first few times she did it, she did 2. And she typically only does 1 now. There's one other video of her doing 2, but it's from the back. And yeah, I don't think she's done 2 in a while, actually. So. Few people asked if I could make it into a ringtone. I will look into it. I don't know how to do that, but that would be funny, wouldn't it? Is it true that AWOOs aren't happening anymore? It literally just happened last week. I didn't film it. It's just getting really hard for me to film it because it's like she knows when I'm filming it, and it either breaks her out of that trance that she's in, or she is just a little brat and she doesn't want me to film it. But we're gonna have to figure out some kind of secret food camera or something, because she still does it, and there will be more videos, I promise. Willo cannot do it on command. She won't do it with treats typically. She's only done it 1 time with treats, so if you catch us in public, you can give her pets and cuddles, and she loves meeting people, but you're not going to get an AWOO out of her, that's for sure. Prompted the famous double second howl kibble. And I was also out of town, so maybe she was calling for me. I don't know. Is this a corgi thing? I've only heard of corgis doing it. I've heard of several corgis that have come from her breeder that have done it. And I think I've known a couple corgis that did not come from her breeder that have done it. So I would say yes, it's a corgi thing. If any other dogs do it, please let us know in the comments, because I am just as curious as all of you. Question, does Willo do it in any other occasion? Nope, it's specifically food AWOO. So corgis really love their food, and Willo especially loves her food. So Willo, do you have anything to say? Do you have any input on that? Huh? Oh, Nug? Well, thank you guys for your questions, and we'll continue to do more Q&As. If you guys have any other topics that you'd like us to cover, please let me know in the comments below. And thank you everyone for supporting Willo and enjoying her AWOOs. When I first started posting them, I didn't think anyone cared, and now it's like so huge, and it makes everyone's day, and I'm so glad that we can all fangirl over Willo's AWOOing. So thank you guys. Bye, Willo. Say bye. Say bye. Bye, baby.